Hello and welcome you to my video classes on hardened concrete. So now we'll see to what is the today's content. In today's content we are mainly discussing about freezing and thawing of concrete. Right, it is a cyclic effect, right? It has an effect of both freezing and thawing. We'll understand what you mean by freezing and what you mean by thawing and how it is affecting on the concrete. So especially we are mainly we are going within this videos introductions, causes for this action, factors affecting for these actions, and effect from this. What kind of effect will be effects on the concrete? Then we know there's a many effects, but we have to study how to prevent it also, right? So these are the main topics we are dealing with. So next we'll understand what you mean by this concept, right? It is, I told, it is not only one action, it is a both action. It is a action of freezing and action of thawing, and due to this cyclic effect it will affects on the concrete. You can see in the images here, concrete blocks are there and even on the concrete surface. So due to this action and due to this action, or durability of the concrete is reducing. So now we'll understand what you mean by this. Freezing and thawing of concrete is a behavioral change. It is a behavioral change of water molecules. Yes, so it is not a behavioral change of entire concrete. It is a behavioral change of water molecule in the concrete. Water molecule in the concrete due to changing the surrounding temperature. Due to changing in the surrounding temperature. So mainly it is what main action will be there for the water molecules inside the concrete structure. And why it is? Because of surrounding changing in the temperature or changing in the humidity, right? And we'll understand in detail in next slides. You have to understand what you mean by this. Now freezing thawing durability of concrete of utmost important in a place having sub-zero temperature. So this process or this condition is very important where we have some places very lower temperature and even minus temperatures. So there also people are staying and the constructions are needed, right? There this has a more effect, and mainly it is affecting the durability of the concrete, and we already studied durability, how durability is very important, right? And you can see the block here due to the action how it is affected and how its strength is reducing. And even you can see moistured concrete or moistured concrete block, and it has durability and some cracking. It is what not good condition, and mainly it is because of cyclic effect. So it has a cyclic effect and repetitive effect. So now we'll understand, right, causes. So what are the different causes and why it is taking place? So if you go in detail of definition or in depth of definition, right, when water molecule in the concrete turns into ice, it is was freezing, right? Freezing means what? Water molecules in the concrete turns into ice, right? A solid state, a solidification. So it will come under solid state, and plus it expanded, because when you know when water is coming in a lower temperature, it expands around the 5% to 9% of its size. So when expand beyond the volume limit of the concrete, as I told, when water will become ice or freezing, it will expand more than that volume, right? For example, it has some value, but due to the freezing effect it will expand. So due to that expand, right, it has some behavioral change on the concrete. So here are two process. One is freezing, and what you mean by freezing? It is turning into ice, and it is water molecules in the concrete turning into ice and even expanded beyond the volume limit of the concrete. Then second process, a second action, then turning liquid. So earlier it was a solid condition and it is expanded, and again it will turn liquid or it will make soft. It will make or it will become soft, and that is called as thawing, right? Thawing. So then and even contraction will takes as a result of thawing or liquefaction or softening. Contraction as a result of warm temperature. So here is temperature changing, and due to the temperature even water molecule is changing in the state. So temperature is less, then it will become ice and expanded. So when temperature is high and warm, So what happens? Water molecule will melt and it will make solid, or it will melt from solid to liquid, or it will make soft, and due to that softening, like no contraction will take. So due to expansion contraction, it affects on the structure. So when it affect on the structure, it causes some problem and durability reduces. I think you understood. Now we'll go what are the different factors which are affecting this process. So one is cement water ratio, sorry, water cement ratio, weight of the water to weight of the cement, right? Water cement ratio. So when water cement ratio is higher, when water cement ratio is higher, water availability in the concrete will be high. So when water availability in the concrete is high, it causes the more expansion due to the freezing action. So here when you make the hardened concrete, or it like denser concrete with a less water. So we already studied in strength of concrete, and we mentioned that if water cement ratio is less, strength will be good. Why? Because when you use a less water, when concrete become a denser, it has a good effect and it has a less water content, and due to less water content, this freezing and throwing action will be less comparatively. That's what, when you use a reduced condition, when water cement ratio is a reduced condition, has a less effect on the freezing and throwing action. I think you understood, right? Then this we are mainly focusing on water content, and when water content is less, definitely water cement ratio will be less. So next point, next is permeability of the concrete. Permeability of the concrete means what? It is mainly depends on the voids available inside the concrete. So we know what you mean by voids. It is an open area, small micro openings will be there because of the evaporation of the water due to non good compaction, because of non good compaction and as well as evaporation of water, and it will make some small voids, and due to the penetration of the moisture, again it will go and sit the moisture, and due to that moisture is available, and due to the moisture available in the voids, it will make expansion and contraction. So that's what, when you have a less permeability concrete or voids in the concrete, when is less, then it has a less effect. If it is more, it has a more effect. Next is relative humidity. We know relative humidity. Humidity is mainly depends on the moisture content and temperature level. Humidity is what? Related to moisture availability. For example, higher the moisture availability, higher will be the action. When lower will be the moisture content and lower will be the freezing action. Right? So relative humidity is high, then it has a effect. If it is less, then it has a more effect. Why? Because when relative humidity is less, right, it reduces a moisture content, right? So reduces the moisture content. When relative humidity is high, it increases the moisture content in the environment. So when relative humidity is less, reduces the effect of freezing and thawing. Reduces the effect of freezing and throwing. So mainly here it is was environmental should have a less water content. When environment has a less water content, less will be the penetration of water towards the voids of the concrete, and even water is available through the concrete mix as well as water is available from the environment, right? This word environment moisture condition or water vapors in the environment, even that water can penetrate, right? So water should be less during the preparation of concrete as well as in the environment. That's what, if relative humidity is less, less will be the action. So the last one is aggregate. So even aggregate is very important, we are using for preparation of concrete. So a proper gradation is required. A grading of aggregate is required. Why? Because if you use maximum size of aggregate, if you use maximum size of aggregate, voids will be more and less surface area will be there. Because of large number of large number of aggregates and bigger size of the aggregate, it will not make a proper filling or proper placing. So that's what, as per the suggestion, we have to use lesser size of the aggregate. So when you use a lesser size aggregate, when you make proper grading, right? So when you use maximum size of the aggregate, increases the effect of freezing and throwing. So here they are telling that if you use maximum size of the aggregate, increases effect will be there, right? So now we will study, right, effects and preventions. So what are the effects will be there? I told it is also one of the effect which reduces the durability of the concrete. So when durability of the concrete is less, then it is not a good condition, right? So now we will discuss what are the effects one by one. So one first point is it causes the cracking on concrete surface in the form of map, which called as map cracking. You can see in the image, right? In the image, right, here different action. It is also action, but is one of the effect. You can see in surrounding here. So surrounding here you can see cracks in the form of geographical map, right? So it is like, country map or country boundary. So that's what it is called as a map cracking. And mainly it affects on the surface of the concrete. Why? Because and expansion and contraction of concrete structure. Next point is the coarse aggregate present in the concrete also affects by this action. Coarse aggregate, you can see in the aggregate, these are the aggregate, coarse aggregate, they are getting affected and they are making disintegrated or due to deterioration. Due to the deterioration, aggregate and binding material are separating, right? Even it will affect on the surface of the concrete as well as aggregate in the concrete, right? It is as a many effect. Next is spalling of concrete. Spalling of concrete means it is what one of the durability reducers, which is what flaking. Flaking means what removing of some part or collapsing of some part of concrete. Collapsing of some part of concrete, that is called as spalling or flaking. Flake, where some flake will be there, some cover material. For example, when you make plastering on the wall, that plastering will collapse, right, because of some patches. So here also in a concrete, due to the non good binding and non good strength, the small part of the concrete collapse, right, that is called as spalling of concrete. So it has reduces, it is makes the less durable, it makes the cracking on the concrete, and even it is makes the disintegration or separation of concrete and binding material. So now we will see these are the effect, but we can prevent it. If you follow some methods, you can prevent. So one method is what? Adding air entertaining admixtures. Adding air entertaining admixtures, it is also one of the separate additive material. If we add this air entering admixture, it reduces the this action by reducing the some conditions, right? So if you use air entertaining admixtures, it will reduces the this action. So next point is adding de-icing chemicals. De-icing chemicals mainly they will use to melt the ice. For example, when you can see in the image, right, it is some of the road, right? No, these kind of roads we will get in some of the low temperature areas. Because of low temperature, snowfall will be there and less temperature will be there on the surface of the concrete road. So what they will do, they will use de-icer chemicals. So here de-icing chemicals, and mainly they are using to melt the, not melt the, they will spray on the surface of the concrete, and it will cover the surface of the concrete by action of freezing and thawing action. It is a preventive layer on the concrete structure. It is a preventive layer on the concrete structure. Even we can use in the form of salt also, right? So salt and chloride and some sodium chloride, magnesium chloride also we can use to melt the ice as well as de-icer. So what you mean by de-icing chemicals? These are the chemicals will sprayed on the concrete surface, and it will make preventive measures or preventive surface thin layer on the concrete. So it reduces the action, right? So that is what using air entertaining admixture. Second one is de-icing chemicals, and last one is proper grading of aggregate to reduce the maximum size of the aggregate. We already studied some factors which are affecting on the this action, which increases and reduces the controls this action. So one is, if you use maximum size of aggregate, it will has a more effect. So that's what we have to reduce maximum size of the aggregate by making proper grading or proper separation, right? And even you can prevent by maintaining less temperature, or like some condition atmosphere. If it is more moisture is available inside the concrete, that is also affected on the cracking. That's what proper designing is also required, proper curing is required, proper compaction is required. That's what proper management is also required, and due to this also you can reduce this freezing and throwing. So I'll repeat: adding air entertaining admixtures, you can reduce it; adding de-icing chemicals, you can reduce it; and proper gradation, because we have to reduce the maximum size of aggregate. And one more is, if you are making proper designing or design of concrete mix and materials and and curing and compactions and placing properly, then also we can reduce it, right? So thank you for watching this video. If you have any suggestion, you can give suggestion.